Breaking news for millions of Americans. Did you know that thousands of Social Security recipients could be receiving payments of up to $6,108 starting today? That's right, a game-changing development that could affect your financial future or that of someone you love. If you're concerned about retirement security or caring for elderly family members, you'll want to stay tuned for every detail in this urgent update. Before we dive into the full story, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss these critical financial updates that could put thousands of extra dollars in your pocket. The landscape of Social Security benefits has dramatically shifted overnight as Congress finally passed the long-debated budget bill that includes substantial increases to Social Security payments. This landmark legislation, which has been the subject of intense negotiation for months, was signed into law just yesterday, authorizing immediate payments of up to $6,108 for qualifying recipients. But who exactly qualifies for these payments? And what steps do you need to take to ensure you or your loved ones receive every dollar they're entitled to? These questions are causing confusion nationwide, but today we're breaking down everything you need to know in simple, actionable terms. The new rule fundamentally changes how benefit calculations work for millions of Americans. Under the previous system, many recipients were receiving significantly less than they were actually entitled to due to outdated formulas that failed to account for real-world economic factors. Have you or someone you know been struggling to make ends meet on current Social Security payments? The reality is that the previous benefit structure was established decades ago when the cost of living was dramatically different. This new adjustment represents the first major recalibration in nearly 15 years, addressing the growing gap between benefits and actual living expenses that seniors and disabled Americans face daily. What makes this development particularly noteworthy is the speed at which these payments are being distributed. Unlike previous benefit adjustments that typically took months to implement, the Treasury Department has been instructed to begin issuing these supplemental payments immediately. Why the urgency? Officials cite the growing financial crisis facing many Social Security recipients, particularly in light of recent inflation and healthcare cost increases. The first wave of payments is being processed today, with direct deposits scheduled to hit accounts within 72 hours. For those who receive paper checks, the Treasury Department has promised expedited printing and mailing, with checks expected to arrive within 7-10 business days. But these payments aren't automatic for everyone. Do you know if you need to take action to receive your funds? While many recipients will receive their adjustments automatically, certain groups will need to verify their eligibility through the Social Security Administration's online portal or by visiting their local SSA office. Those who began receiving benefits after 2020, individuals who have changed their banking information in the past 12 months, and recipients with complex benefit calculations may need to take additional steps to unlock these funds. The window for verification is relatively short, creating urgency for those who might need to act. The $6,108 figure represents the maximum possible payment under the new calculation, but the actual amount each recipient receives will vary based on several factors. The formula takes into account your work history, lifetime earnings, age at retirement, and current benefit level. On average, recipients can expect an increase of approximately $2,400 to $3,800, though some will qualify for the full $6,108 adjustment. Have you considered how this additional income might affect your financial planning or quality of life? For many Americans living on fixed incomes, this represents a significant boost that could fundamentally change their financial security. Consumer advocates are calling this adjustment long overdue justice for seniors and disabled Americans who have watched their purchasing power steadily decline over the past decade. The adjustment is technically retroactive, accounting for benefits that recipients should have been receiving under a more accurate calculation model. Is it fair to call this new money? Not exactly. Rather, experts describe it as the government finally fulfilling its commitment to provide benefits that accurately reflect recipients' contributions and the current economic reality they face. The path to this landmark adjustment hasn't been smooth. Political deadlock had stalled the budget bill for months, with heated debates about funding sources and benefit calculations. The breakthrough came after intense pressure from advocacy groups representing seniors and disabled Americans, who organized nationwide campaigns highlighting the financial hardship many recipients have endured. Have you noticed how often Social Security reform gets caught in political crossfire? This rare bipartisan agreement demonstrates the growing recognition across political lines that the system required immediate attention. Financial planners are advising recipients to carefully consider how to utilize these funds. While immediate needs may be pressing for many, those who can afford to do so might consider allocating a portion toward emergency savings or addressing healthcare needs that may have been postponed due to budget constraints. Have you thought about how you would use an unexpected $6,108 payment? For many Americans, this represents an opportunity to address deferred home repairs, replace essential items like refrigerators or vehicles, or even pay down high-interest debt that has accumulated due to insufficient monthly income. The Social Security Administration has significantly increased staffing at call centers and local offices in anticipation of the flood of inquiries these payments will generate. Wait times are expected to be substantial in the coming days, so officials recommend using the online verification tools whenever possible. For those who must visit an office in person, early morning appointments are suggested to minimize wait times. Is there someone in your life who might need assistance navigating this process? Many seniors may need help from family members to check their eligibility status or complete any required verification steps. Critics of the bill argue that while the adjustment is welcome, it doesn't address the fundamental structural issues facing the Social Security system. The trust fund still faces long-term solvency challenges that will require more comprehensive reform. However, supporters counter that this immediate relief was necessary regardless of the ongoing debate about structural changes. What do you think about the balance between immediate relief and long-term sustainability? This question continues to shape the broader conversation about Social Security's future. The impact of these payments extends beyond individual recipients to the broader economy. Economic analysts project that the influx of billions in additional spending power among a demographic that typically spends a high percentage of their income could provide a measurable boost to local economies. Senior-oriented businesses, healthcare providers, and retail establishments in retirement-heavy regions may see particular benefits. Have you considered how these payments might affect businesses in your community? Many economists predict a ripple effect that could create jobs and stimulate growth in sectors that cater to older Americans. For those concerned about tax implications, the Treasury Department has clarified that these adjustment payments will be treated like regular Social Security benefits for tax purposes. This means that recipients whose only income is Social Security likely won't face any tax liability, while those with substantial additional income may see a portion of the payment subject to federal income tax. State tax treatment varies by location, with most states exempting Social Security benefits from taxation. Are you aware of how Social Security benefits are taxed in your state? This is an important consideration as recipients plan for how to allocate these funds. Implementation of this new rule also includes provisions for survivors and dependents of Social Security recipients. Surviving spouses, minor children, and adult disabled children of qualifying recipients may be eligible for proportional adjustments to their benefits as well. The calculation for these derivative benefits is complex, and the Social Security Administration is encouraging these recipients to use their online calculator tool to estimate their potential adjustment amount. Have you checked whether all eligible family members are receiving the benefits they're entitled to? Many families overlook these additional benefit categories. As we wrap up this breaking news update on the $6,108 Social Security payments being sent out today, remember that staying informed about these changes is crucial to maximizing your benefits. If you found this information valuable, please hit that subscribe button and share this video with friends and family members who might be affected by these changes. Leave a comment below with any questions you still have about these payments, and we'll do our best to address them in upcoming videos. Remember, when it comes to getting every dollar you're entitled to from Social Security, knowledge truly is power.